Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Five. Ready.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Strong left. You remember me? Get it.
On first down, Keys being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Ready. 60 or.
Mike 58, right there.
Off play action. Keys looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
We play to win. Let's go.
A gain on the play.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch QB drop. Check it backer. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Penny, a first down carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Ready. Mark 57. Here I come. Tight dog. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check three. 49.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Echo.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You're not ready. Check 37. Check 37.
Five.
Operating from the gun. Keys. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Ready, ready.
Didn't happen on that play.
15 line. 15 line. Get off the field.
Now it's Breida. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ready?
Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Run it!
On third down, a run from Breida. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They didn't need a big play there. They just needed a conversion, but I'm really downplaying it, aren't I? Getting a conversion, picking up a 1st down, not easy in any aspect. How about that one right there?
Yeah, with the dive, knew where the line to gain was, went soaring past it.
Yeah, that's doing it by any means necessary.
Ready, ready.
They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Check, 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 shift, shift. Hatchet.
Check it.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's go. Slam. Hey, kill. Hey, let's go.
Kaiser to throw it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll throw here, Kaiser. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. 45, 45, 45.
Back to the air on second down. Keys, man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Back to throw. Keys. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. 61, matchbox lights.
Switch.
Hey, exit.
Bang.
Snap.
On 1st and 10, Keys nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Hey, Alpha.
Off the play fake. Keys. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45.
Looking to throw. Keys. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, high 7.
58's the money. 58's the money. Hey, check. Hey, 58 is the money.
From the gun, Keys. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 41, Kaiser. This one into the hands of Burton. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage. And
using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll run on first down. It's Brown. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check.
This is Cohen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Here we go.
A first down throw for Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Watch the twist.
Throwing on second and long. Kaiser. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Motion, check. Mike 4-2, Mike 4-2. Man, I got you.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Get that quarterback.
Now Kaiser. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Wide, get wide. Watch twist.
Watch the edge.
Hey, foxtrot.
Throwing on first down. Keys. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
Ready. 8 read.
To you. I'm going back to you.
Ready.
On first down, here's Breida. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Alert flare.
They run again with Breida. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the screen. Mike 3, 218, chopper.
Fresno. Check 30.
They go.
They run with Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check.
Here's Kaiser. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Kaiser. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On the draw, this is Cohen. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kaiser, and he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. Kaiser now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
On 1st down, it's Brown. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
We got 4. We got 4.
To throw, Kaiser. He's got Burton here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Kaiser going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Come get some. He don't want it. Mike 1. Check pass. Check pass.
Kaiser. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Check, 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 check. Check 4, check 4.
Now Kaiser on 4th down. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Complete to Anthony Miller. Touchdown, Chicago. The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Back to throw. Keys gets this one left side to Pettis. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd down.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, tight. Check, check. Lucky. Check 99. Check 99.
Now.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 3.
Protein spill. Let's go.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Here we go again.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for San Francisco, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati